Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
What's going on YouTube? It's Filthy and we're back with another video. Inna's Monk absolutely slaps. This is a GR110 plus solo speed farm. We've got under 9k main stat, we've got gear pieces that can be improved, and we've been able to clear GR110 in just over 2.5 minutes. Now average clear time is obviously going to be a bit higher than that. It depends totally on the map and it depends also on the pylons. It's a very tanky build, it's not too bad to play. There is a tankier variant that I will show you if you don't want to play it a little bit squish like I am in the footage in the background. But this is an excellent build for solo speed farming, very fast, a lot of fun to play, lots of stuff going on. But before we do jump into it, as always guys, a thumbs up brightens my day. If you are interested in Diablo 3, do hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more videos and guides on the way. But let's have a little look-see at Inna. Now we're going to take 5 pieces for this build. We're going to work in the Crudest boots. We're also going to work in the aughilds set. So we need a rogue to make up the bonuses. But Inna's, we basically get 2-piece, increase the passive effect of Mystic Ally, base effect of your mantra by 100%. Both of those are doubled, which is nice. We gain the base effect of all 4 mantras at once. On the 4-piece, we get 5% damage reduction for each Mystic Ally we have out. 10 allies is the max, so that's 50% DR. The Mystic Allies no longer take damage, so they won't disappear unless they've run out, which is great, so they won't die. Like mirror images on Firebirds do die, not the case for the Mystic Allies, so perma pet build basically. The 6-piece, we gain the passive abilities of 5 ruined Mystic Allies at all times. Attacking creates Mystic Allies that last 15 seconds. We can have up to 10 out. Damage in Mystic Allies is increased by 3,000 for each Mystic Ally, so the more allies, the better. Now the Crudest boots, we start with 2 allies because we basically get a doubling at the start. They deal 200% increased damage and attack with the active forms for longer, so obviously just more damage. The Binding of the Lesser Gods, we tag with Cyclone Strike, so we have that on the bar. We get up to 200% increased damage. I would put this in the cube because obviously the aughilds you want on the character. And basically, yeah, we just get a bunch more damage off this one. Now the ethereal item in question we're using, it's still the Jade Talon. They have buffed the other ethereal items. You can use any of them to get the build started, but I think this is going to be the best one simply because it's got an attack speed modifier on its last property. So properties for the Jade Talon are we get up to 100% damage, up to 1,000 main stat, some all rest, which is nice, life pit, which is huge because we do attack very fast with this build, so this will help us top up our life. 100% on all monk skills, a max cooldown roll of 10%, obviously it's going to be very handy. We gain spirit on crit, which again is absolutely godly. If you can get 7 on there, you know, so much the better. Ignores durability loss like all of the ethereals, and then this is the part that really gives us a load of damage. Consecutive hits to enemies, increased attack speed by 3%, up to 30% for 3 seconds. Now, the passive that I've got is Gain the Exalted Soul. I would probably like a different one, but the main thing we're looking for here is the legendary power, and it is the Flying Dragon 2-handed Dabo power, so chance to double your attack speed when attacking. So just randomly this will go off, our attack speed will get doubled, and obviously things just go kind of nutty when that happens. Now, I haven't found one, but I think it's theoretically possible to get a Jade Talon with a furnace on. Now, I've opened a bunch of bags and I haven't found one. I have seen the furnace on other ethereal items for other classes, but not for monk, so it might just simply be a case that it does not drop. But we'll you know, time will tell on that one. If not, furnace goes in the cube for extra elite damage. Now the other weapon we're using is an ingeom. This is so that we can spam teleport once we basically activate it. 8 seconds is enough for teleport because dashing strike is on an 8-second cooldown, but you obviously would want a 10-second one because you want to take time off Epiphany Desert Shroud. So this is not a particularly great weapon. Damage range on it is pretty low as well, so you know, another couple of hundred damage on here, a higher damage percent. 10 seconds would obviously be much better. Now we have got the Enforcer gem, so the pets hit harder. The damage reduction doesn't matter, they can't die because of the inner set. We've got a Bane of the Powerful. Once we pop our first elite, we get some more damage. We also get some damage reduction. Bane of the Trapped. This is fairly much a close range build, so this activates itself with the slow, which is nice. You can also see we have a squirts here. We don't get tremendous uptime, to be perfectly honest, because we've got no shielding mechanic. You could maybe take a gizzard gem, maybe drop the powerful, and try and level up a gizzard quite high. I don't have one on PTR, so I haven't tried that out yet, but that is something you could consider to get some more squirts uptime. But squirts will give us double damage unless we're taking damage, in which case we get hit a little bit harder. Get yourself a shield pylon in the map and you will be crushing, because obviously it just means you've got this bonus for like the entirety of the pylon duration, which is obviously doubled because of the follower. Now aughilds set is great. This gives us some more elite damage, so we're stacking that with the furnace. We're basically looking to drop elites very fast, so we find the elite, we batter it. Once we kill it, ingeom goes off, we then hop on to the next one. Aughilds obviously is craftable, so it's not too bad to get a decent pair of these, but we basically get elite extra damage, elite damage reduction, as well as just a little bit of damage generally, and a little bit of DR as well. You want Mystic Ally damage on your chest plate, and you also want it on your shoulders. They're the two places it can roll. You want cooldown on your gloves. You probably want cooldown, and I've borrowed this off my god DH, so you probably want Chris. Double crit cooldown socket on your restraints. The same for the focus, that would be ideal. Belt, nothing special, just a load of defensive rolls. Life percent, all res, vitality, dex is nice. Same for your pants, just total defense rolls. Crudest boots, I've got Wave of Light damage here because we were playing Legacy Dreams Wave of Light for a while. You don't need it, just obviously full defensive stats on there. Cold element goes on the bracer because we're using the cold Mystic Ally. 6% crit, obviously. Double crit, cold, squirts would be amazing. Obviously, they are fairly hard to find. Crit chance on your helm, defensive stats. I wouldn't worry about area damage for shoulders or gloves or anything like that. Ingeom attack speed is nice to pick up because it is multiplicative on the weapon. So attack speed, if you can get it, damage and cooldown later on, once you get everything augged out. Now, I don't think we covered focus and restraint. We obviously have a generator in the build to proc half of it for 50% more damage, and we spend, with cyclone strike, which is obviously pretty good for the extra damage. So we get over double damage from the 2 rings, which is pretty good. Now, I did say there is a tankier way of playing this, and that is to basically put on either the Binding of the Lesser Gods or the Spirit Guard. Spirit Generators will give us 50% damage reduction, and we also put on Lefebvre's for 50% damage reduction after we use Cyclone Strike. So if we pop these 2 in, we do lose a bit of the damage reduction from the aughilds and a bit of elite punch power, but we do gain up to 75% DR minus what it is we're getting from the aughilds. So I did play with this earlier, but basically if you want to put elites down as fast as possible, then the aughilds is the way to go. Diamonds in the chest, diamonds in the pants, diamond in the helm, because we want this epiphany up as much as possible. Looking at the skills, Cyclone Strike Implosion, this basically gives us the biggest area of effect, because remember when we tag with this we get extra damage from our braces, so we just want the biggest area of effect. Wave of the 100 Fists, this is our generator. It obviously gives us life per hit because we whack 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 very fast. We also get increased damage, which is pretty good off this. And yeah, it procs focus and restraint as well, so 1/2 of that. Mystic Ally, Water Ally, this is just so that we put the cold on. Obviously we get all the allies, but this is the rune that we're going for, because obviously we want the nice cold splishy splashy stuff going on. Epiphany, Desert Shroud, this is here for toughness. Obviously it will drop sometimes. You will be much squishier when you don't have Desert Shroud up. Again, cooldown pylon, if you get some elites and proc your ingeom a couple of times, if you've got as much cooldown as you can get, this obviously will be easier to play. But we do also have Mantra of Salvation Agility here, again, just for some all res and also some toughness. Dashing Strike, Blinding Speed, this is here for the dodge chance, so we get a nice 40% dodge chance. You want to be trying to keeping this up as much as you can because it will help you out. Combined with the Guardian's Path, which gives you 35% dodge chance while dual wielding, you will actually avoid quite a lot of incoming damage anyway. Beacon of Utah, 20% cooldown, absolutely essential. We want Epiphany. We really need it. Seize Initiative, again, huge attack speed buff, hitting enemies above 75% life, 30% attack speed for 4 seconds, and a near-death experience. You will rely on this quite a lot. At 110 with under 9k main stat, you're gonna proc. There's just no way around it. with tons of augments, tons of juice. Obviously, you can either go higher in the GRs, or as I said earlier, you could maybe look to do a gizzard and shield, and then possibly you could drop this. I probably wouldn't. Now, the one that we've got on the weapon is Exalted Soul. Other good passives, I think Fleet-footed would be nice for a bit of move speed, so you could take that. You could take Determination for a bit more damage. Harmony would really help out with toughness, so again, that's another one to consider. We could do a healing mechanic with Transcendence, probably not great, but you could do it. Resolve, again, would be a little bit more toughness, but again, I probably wouldn't be looking to do it. And then Momentum, again, a bit more damage. So there's a bunch of passives, basically, is what I'm getting at, that are broadly speaking acceptable, but I wouldn't worry too much. You do just simply want to get the Jade Talon with the Flying Dragon. That's probably the best. Now, if let's say you find one with an ingeom property on it, what I would do is I would take the Echoing Fury. Have I got one extracted in the cube? Yes. So this will give us 75% attack speed. It's not quite doubling, but it does also give us a little bit of move speed, 25%. It's got a fairly irritating secondary fear on it, but you could do so. If you got your Jade Talon with the ingeom property, then by all means, Echoing Fury could be the way to go. So that is it. Hopefully you have enjoyed the gameplay footage in the background. This is going to be a lot of fun. I mean, imagine this with like 15 to 20k main stat. It would be absolutely insane. Really, really strong solo speed farm. We're going to have to see, is it the best? I don't know. God D8 is very strong still. I haven't tested Firebirds yet. It's going to be a fun season. Now, obviously, it is going to be slightly annoying trying to find this Jade Talon, but Inners is going to slap even without it. So you will be able to get your rifts done pretty quickly. But I hope you enjoyed the guide. I hope you're staying safe. I will be back with some more material just as soon as I can. Take it easy, guys. Peace. And as always, guys, being an idiot, I forgot the follower. You want to get her up to 25k int. We've gone for the Enchantress. This is basically so that we can pick the attack speed. So you could try Cheat Death. We are hanging on, as I say, for toughness a little bit. So not the worst shout in the world if dying frustrates you. I've gone for Powered Shield just to reduce a bit of incoming damage. But again, Erosion, 10% more damage would be kind of fun. And then cooldown, mandatory in the second slot. All she really needs is a pair of Nemesis Braces to get some more elites off pylons, the Flavor of Time to make our pylons last twice as long, and an Oculus so you can hop in it for a bit of extra damage. Obviously, this one's garbage, but I just can't be bothered spending a load of time gearing up my Enchantress. But that is it, guys. Definitely going this time. Enjoy your day. Take it easy. Peace.